Hey guys, it's about beer 30. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by today. Today's beer is Upland Brewing Company's Bad Elmers Porter. This was sent to me by Andy, so Andy, hats off to you, brother, for sending me this beer. I cannot get Upland beers here in this part of Virginia. I don't know if they come to other parts, Northern Virginia, whatever. They're out of Bloomington, Indiana, so I kind of doubt it. This is a 5.5% according to Rate Beer. Let's see, it says 5% on the bottle here. So don't see any kind of dating on the label. There may be something, oh yeah we do, it's got it on this side over here. And it's got February, it says and best enjoyed by February 2015. Listed about that much. But being a 5%er, I mean, if they put best by February of 2015, they probably done this October, November. If they were giving it like a 3-month shelf life. So, but we're going to see what it brings. But they did step up to the plate, got it notched over here right on the side of the label. I don't think there's anything else there we need to talk about, so let's, commercial description, let's tell you what that is. Creamy chocolate flavors combined with a lightly roasted finish and a superb body to balance this traditional brown porter. A fragrant malt hop aroma and a herbaceous hop flavor complete this highly quaffable ale. And food pairings for this style of beer: cuisine is barbecue, cheesy, buttery brie, Gouda, Havarti, Swiss. And since it is a porter, it goes well with your chocolate dishes. And the meat is beef, smoked meat, and grilled meat. Glass for a pint, back and night, tumbler mug, stein, and side ale. I'm going to use a double glass for this so we can enhance the aromas just a little bit since it's a 5%er. And it says not recommended for extended cellarings because it is a 5%er. And that's it for everything we need to discuss. We'll stop talking and start pouring. They do have a very colorful cap, a little mountainous green terrain there with a blue sky. Very pretty cap. Let's see if we can get us a head generated on this thing. Straight down the center. Didn't generate much. We got about a finger of head there with that super aggressive pour. Looks good in the glass. Over into the light. It's pretty dark, guys. I mean, a lot of porters have a lot of red ruby tinges around the outside. I'm not seeing a whole lot of light coming through this, so it's pretty dark. Very dark beer. No light at all. Almost reminds me of a stout. But the mouthfeel and all that's going to have a little bit to do with that, just because it's black. And it is black, no doubt about it. Looks good in the glass. Let's give it a nose and see what we got. Yeah, you swirl it around a little bit, it'll generate a little bit more head there, but we're down to about a half a finger, so let's get a nose on it. I'm getting almost like a burnt malt, caramel burnt malt. Maybe just a hint of some chocolate in there. Maybe some molasses or brown sugar. It's got a little slightly sweet smell to it. It's not overly sweet. It smells pretty good. It smells really good. Now the head is just barely covering the top of the beer. So let's give it a taste. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Andy. Thank you, brother. Kind of on the thin side, a little bit on the watery side. But the porters are going to be a little lighter than the stouts. It is tasty though. I mean, it's not bursting with flavor and taste, but it's a nice, easy drinking porter. And a lot of the porters now are in imperial porters and imperial styles. They're getting 10, 12, 15, and even some of the Averys up to 17, 16, 17, 18, 19%. This is something you could drink one of, and go back to work if you needed to. Or if you wanted to drink several of them, you're not going to be super inebriated when you're done. And I wouldn't think it's a really pricey beer, being a 5% porter. Very nice. Very nice. Very easy drinking, very sessionable, if you will. But to me, it's got a slight hint of some sourness in there. And I don't mean sourness like a lambic or anything like that. It's not tart, but I don't know what to say. But the chill of the beer may have some effect on that. Since it's right out of the fridge at 40 degrees. So as I do with all my beers, let's let it warm up to room temperature. We'll come back and do the final chug. I'll let her take a taste or two of it. Might take a toke on a cigar while I'm sipping on this over the next 30 minutes and see what we end up with on this one. Not blowing my hair back or anything, but seems decent. It seems decent. So let's see where it ends up after it warms up, guys. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. A decent beer. Not outstanding or world class or anything, but a decent beer. A nice, easy drinking, sessionable porter at 5%. There is a nice burnt malt caramel taste to it. I am getting hints of chocolate, maybe a little bit of coffee, but it's as most porters are, especially the low ABV ones, it's a little on the thin side, but it's still tasty. It is a tasty beer. There are quite a few out there that have a lot more taste than this, but it's a decent, sessionable porter. Final chug. Yes, decent. Slightly above average. Not to the A category in my opinion. To me, this is a B beer, guys, and that's what I'm going to give it. It's got the date on it. If it didn't have the date on it, I would probably give it a B minus, but it's a B beer, and that's what I'm going to give it today, guys. The B scale on mine is a 6, so 6 from me on this one. If I was putting a numeric rating on this, it would probably be about an 82 or an 83, somewhere in that vicinity there. So not quite to the outstanding scale, but still a decent, nice, tasty porter with low ABV, and it does have the date on the bottle. So with that being said, let's see what everybody else thinks. We'll go over to, excuse me, we'll go over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says 81. Would agree with that wholeheartedly. That's about where I would put it. So, and over to Rate Beer, they are not kind here. They say 50 overall and 32 in the style. I'm more in line with Beer Advocate. I think it's about an 80 or 81 beer. It's decent. It's decent. It's above average. And Rate Beer's giving it a 50, and that's way below average. So I disagree with that. I do disagree with that. And like I tell you guys all the time, these beer reviewers that post these comments on Rate Beer and Beer Advocate, unless it blows their hair off or their socks off or their clothes off or this is the best thing they've ever tasted since sliced bread, they kind of are a little cynical about it. And I judge the beer for what it is. I mean, it's not an awful beer. It's not a bad beer. It's a tasty beer. It's not outstanding, but it is a tasty beer. It's a decent beer. So if you've had this one from Upland Brewing, this is their Bad Elmers Porter. Let me know what you think. And come on back tomorrow. We'll go see what's in the fridge. See you then.